Good morning. Happy Friday, my beautiful people. It is a beautiful sunny day. God has blessed us to see yet one more day. You made it to Friday. I made it to Friday. We made it to Friday. That means God is still in the blessing business because he blessed us to see one more Friday and to make it through one more work week. I know you're smiling about it. Today's motivational moment. I want you to think about this, and I want you to know this for sure, that you are qualified. That's right. You are qualified. You know, the higher God elevates us, the higher he moves us to the position that he has us to be in, the more the enemy is going to constantly affect you. The more the enemy is going to constantly throw darts at you. The more the enemy is going to bash you and push you down and try to defeat you and try to get you to turn away from what God has for you. You know, somebody out there right now may be struggling with what God is trying to get you to do. Maybe struggling with what he is trying to move you into, where he is trying to move you. You're thinking, oh God, I can't do that. I'm not qualified for that. I'm not smart enough for that. You know, I'm just a teacher assistant. I'm just an interventionist. I'm just a mechanic, or I'm just a deacon, you know, which is a lot of times I say stuff like that, you know, trying to, and what it is we're really putting limitations on God. Yeah, we're putting limitations on ourselves, but we're putting limitations on God as well. God is bigger than any giant that we ever face. You may think that you're not qualified, but God qualified you the day that you were born. He put greatness in you before you were even born. It's in your DNA. I'm going to share a little story with you. Some of you know I've been wrestling with some stuff, wrestling with what God is trying to tell me, what God wants me to do, where he wants to move me. I'm moving in the right direction that he wants me to go. You know, and I got this upcoming thing that I got to do, that I got to speak on, you know, and I've been so nervous about it, you know, like, I'm just a deacon. What can I do? You know, I'm not a preacher. I say I'm not a preacher, but I kid you not. True story. Yesterday, I played this game called Wordscapes. Some of you may know the game. And, you know, you have to find words out of so many letters that they give you. And the first word, you know, and I'm sitting there at my desk on my break, you know, playing this game, and still thoughts running through my head about, I already know what I'm doing. I already got what I'm going to say, prepared for this upcoming thing that's going on, you know, but I keep wrestling with that. I keep going back, changing it. And then everything that comes to my mind about what God wants me to speak on each day, you know, I wrestle with it, but I'm wrestling with self, really. So back to the story, the first word that, and you know how you'll just start moving letters around and you don't even know if it's going to be a word or not, and it ends up being a word. And I wasn't even thinking about it being a word, and I'm just moving letters around, you know, and I'm going SERMON, you know, and it went up there. I'm like, oh, you know, you think, oh, that's a word. And then I look at it again and I'm like, sermon. Okay. I hear you, God. I hear you. But guess what I did? I put the game up right immediately. But that's kind of that wrestle that I've been going through. You know, when God, and you don't have to be, he may be qualifying you to be a motivational speaker, and a spiritual motivational speaker. He may be qualifying you to be a minister. He may be qualifying you to be a president of a company. But guess what? The more he qualifies you, the more he moves you into that position, the more the enemy is going to constantly attack you. Constantly. And the higher he elevates you, guess what? You're going to have more haters. You're going to have more haters. Spiritual haters and secular haters. You're going to have haters. The more he elevates you, the more he moves you to where he wants you to be, the more the haters are going to come out. The more you're going to find out who your real friends are and who they're not. But the seasons that God moves you in, everyone is not going to be going with you. So that's what we have to realize. That's what we have to realize. You are qualified. So that's what I want you to know today. I didn't even mean to say all that, but hey, that's the way God works. That's one of those but God moments that I call them, but God. So you are qualified. So this Friday, today, I want you to realize you are qualified. Don't let anybody tell you or make you think that you're not. Yeah, you may not be the best speaker, but God may be qualifying you to be a speaker. Think about that. Sometimes when we're in ministry and we're moving closer to God, guess what? You're going to be discouraged. But that discouragement is going to lead to encouragement through God. Think about that. All right, my friends, keep smiling, sharing those smiles with everyone. Be blessed, be a blessing, be the best you always. Do something to grow yourself each day. And remember, every day is not going to be perfect, but it can be positive on purpose. You have the power to make it a positive day. So get out there today and find the positive in every situation that comes your way. Love you, my guys. Have a blessed Friday.